Mr. Knape, Mr. Verbeek, first of all, I would like to welcome both of you. Welcome to our Mediabox platform. We know that you are co-rapporteur of the report on Turkey, which was just adopted in the Congress session. And we know that this report refers to the two fact-finding visits carried out by the monitoring committee in October and December 2016, and especially focus on the situation of local elected representatives in Turkey. So let's start with you, Mr. Knape. Could you please tell us more about your outcomes in those fact-finding visits, first of all?
What we have seen and what we have recognized during our visits and discussion with different stakeholders from the Turkish society that the situation is very difficult because we have so many local authorities now who are without elected leadership. It's not only the mayors that are lacking, it's also the councillors. And that means that we have a big democratic deficits in a big part of Turkey as a consequence of this.
And Mr. Verbeek, I would like to ask you, because during the debate you mentioned that there's a clear violation of the Charter, which is really important and basis of the Congress priorities. So could you please clarify your position on that?
The most basic violation is that once a person is elected in office as a mayor, he should have some kind of protection from his own government. And even if he has an opinion that the government doesn't like, he should be protected by his government. And here we see a situation at a large scale where people only for their opinion are put in jail. And that's unacceptable in relation to our charter. Elected politicians must be protected by their own government.
So what are your main concerns on local democracy and the situation of local elected representatives in Turkey, Mr. Knape? What would you like to say about that?
The big concern is that this very bad situation can continue for years. We don't know where the end is of this process. The other thing is that a lot of mayors and elected representatives and also other groups in the society could stay in prison for 5 years without having a verdict. This is a big problem for Turkey. It's a big problem for the Turkish people that we have a situation like that.
And in this slide, with the report, there is a resolution which is adopted and also a recommendation. I would like to start with the resolution. Would you like to highlight some points of this resolution, Mr. Verbeek?
Well, we seek support by other bodies of the Council of Europe. So it's necessary that torture is investigated, that the people in prison are investigated, that human rights are investigated. It's necessary that all bodies take their role in addition to what we are doing, and we are drawing the attention to the local and regional scale. But we have the same debates on the national scale. But we are trying with our resolution to put this all together.
What are your recommendations on that point to overcome all these concerns of the, let's say, Congress or monitoring committee?
The work has to continue from the Congress side, of course, but we also are sure that the whole society, and then I talk about the family of member countries of the Council of Europe, have to be aware of the situation and be a help to try to solve the situation by continue working with the situation in Turkey. We can't close our eyes. There has been a tendency to close the eyes because of the refugee crisis and other problems we have in the area. But we have to discuss the situation for local elected representatives in Turkey and the importance of them to be in office and to promote the service for the citizens.
Thank you, Mr. Rapporteurs.
Thank you.